ladies and gentlemen, why are you booing your good reverend? Huh? Oh, I get it. See, ladies and gentlemen, that was an unpopular move last week. That was an unpopular move that the Reverend had to do last week. See, people are not keen to what the good Reverend had to do. I had to go to desperate measures to let you understand how serious it is, Wallace, the good Reverend. I don't understand. You boo your Reverend. It makes no sense. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sunday Night Fury, a very special Monday edition of Sunday Night Fury. And could possibly be my last time as voice of WGP, because we are 6 days away. Yes, 6 days away from Promogeddon. Things can change drastically here in WGP in 6 more days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have here tonight, because it will be a fantastic Monday edition of Sunday Night Fury, as it could possibly be my last night here. But this is what we have for you tonight. In the main event, you will see Paragon. That is the team of TK3 and SNES. They will be taking on the team of Trevor Robinson and AT, your WGP heavyweight champion. He's teaming up with one of his opponents, taking on one of his other opponents. That will be the main event in this upcoming match. As you saw last week, Hector Florez earned an opportunity to face Master Shawn Puff here tonight by winning that trilogy over Jonny Canada. So it shall be done. Master Shawn Puff defends his WGP Havoc championship against Hector Florez. That will be coming up in just a few more moments. But ladies and gentlemen, do you not understand what is going on in 6 more days? You see this wonderful face of the good Reverend Gimme Though. Yes, I will prevail. I will put Wallace down in his drunken stupor that he is, and make sure that saucy, sassy, damn guzzling alcoholic summer bitch will never, ever, ever, ever take a seat in this announce chair and ever be the voice of WGP as long as I shall breathe. That I can promise you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've done enough gabbing. It's time for some Havoc. Yes, the Havoc Championship is on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Hector Florez earning his right, taking on the master, Shawn Puff, and is going down right now.
Born a thief, been called a liar. I try to sleep, but the world's on fire. I had enough, it's time to testify. I got the right amount of bullets, I'm ready to ride. I got the right amount of bullets, ready to fly. I got a trigger, gonna pull it, get ready to die.
WGP. Let's be honest and admit that this is the outcome everyone expected to happen. Myself versus the Havoc champion, Master Shawn Puff. Now that I finally put Jonny Canada in the rear view, exactly where he belongs, I can move on to bigger and greater things. Ever since I made my debut here in WGP, I've managed to stand out from the rest. I've managed to build a reputation for myself here in WGP. And I have managed to grow a following. I've improved my game, and I've only gotten better after each and every single match that I've had here in WGP. And then there's my opponent, Master Shawn Puff, who's been ruling the Havoc division with an iron fist for I don't know how long. But how much longer are we able to allow him to hold this division hostage? How much longer are we going to allow him to tell us that he is better than us? Because he puts himself on this pedestal and he has us believing that we are beneath him, believing that we're not worth his time, when in actuality, in reality, he is just another person, just like everyone else. He has his flaws and he has his strengths, and he might hide those flaws very well. But it's only a matter of time before those flaws get pointed out and he comes crashing down. He might be sitting pretty on this pedestal of his as the master right now, but every master, every ruler, every king knows that eventually there is a successor, and that successor dethrones the king and goes on to become bigger and greater than the previous ruler. And that is exactly what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to prove that I am destined for greatness, that I am better than a master, and that I deserve all the accolades, that I deserve to be the Havoc champion, and so much more, as I prove myself to be the future of WGP.
Hector Florez, you poor pathetic afterthought. They dressed this up like a reward, like it meant something, but what you've got, what you've earned, is a public execution. I have a championship match 7 days before Promogeddon. You really think that's a coincidence? You think that's a prize? You were scheduled 1 week before the biggest show of the year because you're not worthy of it. You're not a contender. You're the pre-show pyre, the ceremonial lamb to be slaughtered. You're the massacre that the simpletons came to see. You were thrown to me because even Mix Omnia knew that no one wanted to see you ruin Promogeddon. So she handed you to the Harbinger of Havoc, the Shepherd of Sorrow, the Master of the Black Chair and the One-Eyed Throne. And now you get to be the first name burned in this new Gospel of Agony. Tonight we write the Book of Hector. You know that you and Jonny Canada, that wasn't a feud, that was a sleep aid. Every time they put you two on screen, the audience took a piss break. It's not that you lost, it's that nobody cared, nobody remembers. Every time your match aired, it dragged the entire show down like a cinder block tied to the ankles of progress. Your voice sounds like someone trying to remember lines they've never memorized. Your cadence, slower than molasses in a snowstorm. You talk on that mic like you're not even convinced you belong here. And I'm supposed to be impressed? You think I'm afraid of that? You don't stand out, Hector. You're not a threat. You're not even an underdog. You're a glorified speed bump on my highway to hell. The only reason you've made it this far is because Mix Omnia wanted to amuse herself in what you burn. You're not good. You're just better than the bottom. And the second you reached above that level, the second you touch the same platform as me, the whole illusion collapse. You're not in my league. You're not a main eventer. You're barely even the body. The pride of Mexico. You couldn't carry my crown through customs. They have to revoke your citizenship just for using that phrase. When they see what I do to you, they won't mourn you, they'll erase you. And that's what this is, Hector. Erasure. Not defeat, obliteration. They could have fed me anyone. They could have lined up the giants, the icons, the titans, but instead they gave me a soft-spoken warm-up act with a delusion complex. And now, I'm going to break you down word by word, bone by bone, and syllable by syllable. You're going to stand there staring into my face as I remove your very identity, like peeling away a mask you never deserved to wear. You want to know who you are, Hector Florez? You're a stepping stone, a glorified jobber, a feather in a storm, and I am the storm. The only place you belong is in some 2-bit traveling sideshow, sandwiched between the bearded lady and the clown king, juggling excuses and missed opportunities. You're a nobody, pretending he was meant for more. But tonight, the pretending ends. This isn't just about defending the Havoc Championship. This is about making an example. This is about sending a message to Lifeless, to WGP, to every fool who's ever whispered that I might be slowing down. This isn't the same master you've known. This isn't the cryptic figure speaking in riddles. No, this is the blade. This is the blood. This is what happens when the warlock of words stops holding back and starts tearing through the flesh of the weak with syllables sharper than steel. You are not the beginning of something, Hector. You are the end of everything you thought you were. And Lifeless, you better be watching. You better be hanging on every word. Because what I do to Hector, that's the first taste. You're not walking into Promogeddon facing the man you once studied. You're walking into the pit with something older, darker, and hungrier. Tonight I don't just win, I rewrite. I take your story, your chapter, your name, and I edit you out. I humiliate, I annihilate, I reshape this entire game in my image. Hector Florez will not survive the rewrite. So listen close, for what I say now is not prediction, it is prophecy. Hector Florez was the first name on the altar. Tonight, the first trumpet plays for him. But it won't be the last. So says the master. So mote it be.
And still, WGP Havoc champion, that is the Master Shawn Puff. 101.91. Master Shawn Puff walks away and still. Yes, I am still quite confused why you still boo your reverend. I did what had to be done. You say do not get the children involved, but you do not understand for cats like Wallace that go to drastic measures, you must fight fire with fire. Common sense is not also common. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take a pause in our program. And let's take a tunage of what is going on around the promoverse, shall we? And we'll be right back with more Monday Night Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, Promogeddon is going down in 6 more days. So take a good look at this beautiful, handsome reverend. It might be my last. I highly doubt that. Because I will not lose to a lush. I will not lose to a stumbling, bumbling, fumbling alcoholic that is Wallace. He has haunted me over the years, across many promotions, and just because I finally gets my gets back. And I'm the villain because I paid a visit to his chitlins. There we go. There we go. Just keep booing your good reverend. Like Wallace, I'm going to make you all pay. I'm going to make you all pay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is that time. It's main event time. Paragon, who will be taking on Petty Politics for the Unified Tag Championships. SNES doing double duty as he will be taking on Trevor Robinson and AT, who are partnering tonight. But it's going down all right now. Tag team action. The floor is yours, gentlemen.
Well, what do we got here, folks? The classic odd couple situation. The champion, late for his match, by the way, and his challenger teaming up just days before they're set to face off for the title at the greatest promo event of the year. Sounds like a very original and worthwhile use of the time of your number one contender, who, I might add, was just recently featured in the best promo match of all time. I'm no conspiracy nut, but if you ask me, I'd say someone up that ladder doesn't want to see me as champion. Doesn't want me on your screens telling you the truth about WGP. But tonight it doesn't matter, because the silver lining here, folks, is that the legendary team of AT&T finally get to give it a test drive. Will they? Won't they? It doesn't matter, because we're facing SNES and his little Paragon, but mostly SNES. And I can do that with one arm tied behind my back. You did it again, SNES. You weaseled your way into another title shot that nobody wants you to have. Nobody left Rapture thinking you should be the #1 contender. Nobody left Rapture thinking you won that match. Your mama didn't think you won that. TK3 didn't think you won that. Even you didn't think that you deserved this spot because you've been too busy with your play dates this whole time to even focus on this match. But thankfully, our glorious GM has given me the opportunity to wipe you off the map right now, so we don't even have to worry about you being in the triple threat. Matter of fact, if you two want to run this whole 2-for-1 special back again, I'd be happy to do so. I hope AT never shows up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, your boy AT, the champion of WGP, and I would love for Trevor to shut the fuck up and stop lying to you people about me being late. I mean, I am late, but not because of what you think. It's not because I don't like you, that I don't respect you, that I don't want to be here. It's because somebody sabotaged my way into this match. Now, I'm not going to point any elbows, but somebody did it. But that's neither here nor there, because quite frankly, you all should be fucking happy and thankful that I even showed up. Because quite frankly, I am pissed the fuck off. I am pissed off that I'm even in this match, sharing it with that asshole and another asshole and another asshole I don't know much about. Make it make sense, huh? Now see, I'm not going to blame the GM because I think she's amazing. I think she's quite lovely. I like her. I want her on my arm. But somebody back there got into her ear, got into her mind to make this dumbass match. Now, if I had to pick anybody, I had to point any elbows, I think it's somebody who's a weasel, who's afraid to show their face, and that means it's none other than you, SNES. You fucking weasel who keeps on swiping and swiping and swiping and weaseling your way all over through WGP. You weasel your way to the tag team titles. You weasel your way into this goddamn tag team match. And you weasel your way into a triple threat match for my goddamn title. And quite frankly, SNES, I am pissed the fuck off. I am tired.
Oh my god, AT, we get it. Everything doesn't have to be about you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nice of you to finally show up for your match, but I had it handled. We don't need the whole grand entrance, always trying to make yourself seem bigger than you are. It's a short person thing.
Wow. Really big coming from you. Another short joke that fell short. Well, thank you, Big Back. Now, how about you, Big Back, your ass up and let me take over this match? Because I gave you about 2 minutes to do some damage and you ain't do a goddamn thing. So let me handle this. Now, TK3, I said I don't know much about you and I don't really give a fuck about you. But if I had to say some words, I would be like, TK3, I think that
Anyway, TK3, I'm well aware that you are entirely insignificant to this whole equation. You're just here to be here. But if I don't start talking about you, you might start talking about your girlfriend. So I guess we gotta spread the love around.
Did you just interrupt me? I will beat your ass, Trevor.
Wow, look at that. AT couldn't play nice for 5 minutes. Shocker. Look, I didn't need your help with any of this. I've got these idiots covered. But if you could have put your big-ass ego aside for just one night, just for a second, things would have turned out a lot better for both of us coming into next week.
You sabotaged me.
I didn't sabotage you. I didn't have anything to do with it. I could care less if you show up or not. As far as I'm concerned, you can pack your bags and get out of WGP for the rest of our lives.
Wow. How about you take your own advice? How about you pack your big bag and inside of it put in your big ego along with your big head? And how about you big back your ass out of the WGP? We're good without you, bro. We're good.
Oh, is that what we're doing now?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're doing now?
Oh, you want to go?
Make this about me?
Oh,
you make this about you and me?
Oh,
Let's do
down.
it. Let's
Oh,
go.
you want my
You and
title,
me.
huh?
I'll take
You
that
want my
title off
title?
you right now. I don't care.
You want this title?
I'll take it off
huh?
right now.
We can
I'll
go
skip
right
Promogeddon.
now, bro. I don't care.
Oh, I hope you clowns like that. It's been about 3 years since I used that.
You know, I really gotta give you credit, SNES. I mean, that blue shell tactic was absolutely brilliant, but then again, I guess we really didn't have to try too hard, considering our opponents are pretty much doing our jobs for us and taking each other out before this match could ever really begin. But you know, This will not go down as a no contest. Just chalk this one up for Paragon, because we're obviously the more well-rounded, more well-oiled machine and unit in this tag team match.
TK3, I think it's time to finish them!
Let me go ahead and switch gears, though, because I got a big match coming up. Sabin. You really think you have what it takes to stop me? Do you really think that you're going to get that FTW championship match? You're dead wrong, son. Because guess what? In a very short time, I'm going to end your little experiment. I'm going to end your journey, your experiment of being a top guy. And I will destroy you and humble you and...
Come on, motherfucker! Come on! Come on! Oh, how you doing there, buddy? You see, I had one of my old titles I had gained over the years in my person now. It's funny, don't you think? You becoming a #1 contender of anything? The only #1 you're gonna gain is being the #1 sperm cell donor in all the Tri-Conquest area. You may be done to do for that one. Oh, what's the matter? You're seeing stars. That's what you deserve. And you better not fucking show up at Promogeddon. Van con Dios, señor. Tú es uno pendejo.
Hey, Sabin, I'm glad you dropped by. I got some unfinished business from last week. Whoa!
Bigly.